What's going on, guys? Look, it's Sunday, so you know what time it is. It's time to get into that lunch menu, okay? The three stocks that we are going to eat this week, okay? The first up is Block. Block has a ticker symbol XYZ. This company has a lot of upside potential, but this week it is not going up. I think we're going to go down, actually. I'm going to get into just why I think that in just a second, right? So Block is in the payment processing industry. So, anything dealing with e-commerce, you typically will see this stock behaving in that same way, right? So, Block or XYZ currently has an engulfing pattern, a bearish engulfing pattern on the chart. Now, a bearish engulfing pattern, if you do not know, is simply when the candlestick that's current on the daily is larger than the previous candlestick, right? So this can happen on the 5-minute, 15-minute, any time frame. The current candlestick being larger than the previous candlestick and also red means that it's a bearish engulfing. This is signaling that the stock wants to go down. So when I take a look at Block, I see that it has a level around 81.83 in which it could come down to bounce off of, and below that about 80. So we'll see how it shapes up tomorrow, but if we can get a close below the level that it's at right now, it may be a really good stock to enter to the downside. So that means buying a put for the week, right? Taking that put until the end of the week, or possibly getting next week's puts. Either way, I believe that Block will be going down this week. All right, next up we have Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. Now, Palantir, man, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on TikTok, if you've been subscribed to the YouTube channel, you know that I love Palantir. Palantir is just a beautiful stock. In 2024, just last year, Palantir did over 300% in the stock market, right? We're talking about the actual stock itself. Meaning if you were holding any sort of long-term options, you probably were able to 5-10x your money, right? So it's a beast. It's in the AI space. It's in the AI software space for government agencies. The financials look phenomenal, superior company, and not a lot of competition. So this is something that's just great to be watching. Now, let's get into what I'm seeing, right? I'm currently looking at it on the daily, and it looks like it wants to reverse, right? So it had a strong day on Friday, and it went and actually tested new highs. It actually peaked above the current high and made a small new high. And then, when something goes to the top, what does it want to do? It always wants to pull back a little bit. Now, there's a few things that can happen when a stock pulls back. It can pull back and then start a trend downward, or it could just be pulling back because people are taking profits and, nobody really wants to buy at highs. The difference between normal protocol for a stock and what's going on right now with Palantir is that Palantir has earnings tomorrow, right? Tomorrow when the market closes, Palantir plans to have their earnings call announcing how they perform. So even though it's kind of flashing on the daily that it may continue downward, the weekly perspective does still show it bullish. And then these good results from the earnings could drive it to new highs. So what I would be doing is waiting for it to get a nice momentum, some volume to come in, and it break above the highs. So, sometimes people try to front run the earnings call, and then you'll start seeing buying on the day of. But a lot of times it happens in the post market, and then, the following day, us here in the United States get a chance to trade it. So I'm really looking at Palantir again above highs. If we can get a breakout, definitely looking to ride some momentum. I'm already in it in a couple of swings, so I'm very bullish on the stock anyway. All right, Palantir, make sure you have that on your radar. All right, so we got the final company. Number 3 is Salesforce, right? Their ticker symbol is CRM. Now, the ticker symbol on this particular stock actually tells you what the company does. CRM, for anybody in business knows, is customer relationship management, right? So what CRM or Salesforce does is they sell software that helps companies better communicate with their customers. So they're known for being an innovative company and always presenting the industry with something that kind of flips it on its head and they have earnings coming up in 30 days. So I'm very optimistic about where this company could go. They've had a pullback in the recent few weeks. So there's really some opportunity here for long-term investment in equities and long-term in option. I'll be looking in the range of 315 to 325 to start adding to my long-term, right? If I start to see a strong reversal and confirmation before that, then I will take action before then. But definitely look at CRM. I think this stock is going to explode in 30 days when they come out and announce their earnings and tell how they're performing. And let's see if they introduce any sort of innovative technology this time around. All right, that's been the lunch menu. It's time to eat this week. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.